Today's video is all about the Detroit Lions rumors, and we're going to get into the schedule release. There has been some leaks and potential rumors about the Lions, who they're going to be facing week 1, Thanksgiving, and week 18. We'll drop that all for you. We'll talk about it. Is it legit? Is it not? We'll get into that. Brad Holmes talks about Inside the Den. Talk about that conversation. Really good right there. And the Lions signed 3 free agents in the minicamps. We'll go through those players. Is it a good signing? Is it camp body? Something that we got to pay attention to? Is it not big paying attention to? That's what we got going on for today's video. Now, we're going to go start this bad boy off with a rumor coming out from the Purple Persuasion. Source, hearing that the Vikings are set to open the 2025 NFL season against the Lions in Week 1, primetime game in play. I don't know if it's a home or away, but reading the tea leaves, it's a Week 18 rematch at Ford Field and a return to Michigan for J.J. McCarthy as QB1. I do think that this is a legit rumor. I do think that this is this potentially could be the situation for Week 1. I do believe that the Lions will travel in Week 1 because this past season we were home. Before that, we're at Kansas City, so it makes sense for us to travel Week 1. And I just wish it wouldn't be a rematch in Week 18. But again, I mean, what happened last year with the 2 14-win teams, I think that it's very probable that this is the case. I think this is a legit rumor. So I do think that the Lions are probably going to travel to Minnesota Week 1, and that's great, in my opinion. You have J.J. McCarthy, who will be starting his very first game ever against the Detroit Lions, and the revamped defense with the players coming back from injuries right there. So I think that's a legit rumor. Now, who do you want to face Week 1? Who do you want to face? You want to face the Vikings? You want to face another team? The Bears? Doesn't really matter. Give me your thoughts in the comments below. If I had a choice of who I would want to face, I think the Vikings wouldn't be a bad matchup for Week 1 again. I think that would be cool. Or the Bears, right, with the new offensive Ben Johnson. But I think that this is a great way to start the season. I like traveling Week 1, so this is good. If this is true, this is a good rumor to me. And we're going to get into more rumors around the schedule. Let's talk about what the Detroit Lions got going on. So as you know, these are the home games. These are the away games, blah, blah, blah. That's what we got going on. But the question is, right, when are we going to have primetime games? When are we going to have Monday night football games? Well, according to Joe Buck, it's going to happen relatively quick, because this is what Joe Buck just said. Let's break it all down. He says, yes, I mean, you're going to see the Cowboys, and you're going to see the Chiefs, and you're going to see the Lions. All of a sudden, every network wants the Lions, which is how you know, to their credit, they've turned it around. Troy Aikman, I used to do Thanksgiving in Detroit every other year. It's like, oh my God, we're in Detroit. Now it's like, oh my God, we're in Detroit. We get to watch the Lions, but you're going to see them. Those are probably the 3 teams you'll see maybe a couple times. We're hopeful. So the Lions legitimately could be on multiple Monday night football games this year, and I expect that to be the case. 100% I expect that to be the case. The Lions are a big draw now. They do big ratings, and when you do big ratings, big draw, and you're a good team, the NFL is going to put you out there. And the ratings has been absolutely crazy. The Lions are America's team. They're America's new team. Now, I don't know how long it's going to last. I'm sure that everybody just wants the Lions to win a Super Bowl, and then it will subside after that, right? Because this has been a fan base that's been rejected for so long. But I do think that they're America's team, and they're going to continue to get these views. And if we do look at the schedule, like who potentially the Lions could be facing on Monday Night Football, a lot of these, you could see them all. I mean, the Lions schedule's tough for sure, so you could see them all. Maybe Baltimore, that would make sense. Kansas City, Philadelphia, I mean, they're all there. The Lions are going to be stacked. I think they're going to have a lot of primetime games. I think they're going to have primetime games galore this year. Now, it's good for people that love different times, but as a content creator, that does suck a little bit because you have to do different times. But it's good that the Lions are getting featured. It's good that the Detroit Lions are getting loved. Because I don't know about you guys, but I was creating content when I even remember one year, every single game was at 1 p.m. except for the Thanksgiving Day game that was at 12:30. That was under Dan Campbell. I think was it year 1 or year 2. One of those years, they had every game was at 1 p.m. And it was great as a content creator, but I know a lot of fans wanted to see their team on primetime and see Jared Goff light it up, and that's what we're going to see this year. That's what we're going to have happen this year. They're going to get a lot of primetime games. Joe Buck confirmed it, and we're going to find out tomorrow exactly who the Lions face in this brutal schedule that they got going on. But remember, the Lions are a good football team too. So when the teams look at the Lions or their fans, they say the Lions are a brutal team to face. So you always got to remember that when we do that. Well, question for you, because we're going to get into Thanksgiving next. Who do you want to face on Thanksgiving? Name the team in the comments. Let's go ahead and jump into that right now. Now, with all the schedule released leaks, these are the teams right now potentially that could face the Lions on Thanksgiving. Now the Vikings could be thrown out of there. If that rumor is true, you go ahead and nix it to 5 teams. It's not confirmed right now, but I do think that rumor is legit. So in my opinion, I'm going to throw the Vikings out of here. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, New York Giants, and Green Bay Packers. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want to face Green Bay on Thanksgiving. It gets old. The NFC North on Thanksgiving gets old. We have been doing that for so long. The last 10 has been nothing, I feel like, but NFC North with a couple spring in there. So I'm really excited for a different team. So I don't think it's going to be the Vikings because of the rumor, and I don't think it's going to be Green Bay because we just seen it 2 years ago. So of these 4 teams, who would you like to face? I'm going to keep it a buck. I would like to face the New York Giants. I think that would be a fun one to watch. I know maybe a lot of people would like to see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but I'm getting tired of watching that same old rivalry with the same old. We've done that one the last couple years in the playoffs, as well as week 2, and then the same. Like we faced Tampa Bay a lot, so I would prefer to go New York Giants. Cleveland would be second, and the Pittsburgh Steelers would be third. Now understand that Aaron Rodgers very well could be the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers, so they may want to do that or expecting that to happen. So they may throw him on Thanksgiving just because of that. But since he's not on the roster right now, it seems a little unlikely, less likely. So if I'm a betting man, I would go with the Giants. I would go with the Giants. And that I think would be a fun game. Again, who do you want to face on Thanksgiving? Just name a team. Don't matter what team. Let's go ahead and jump into our man, Brad Holmes. Now, Brad Holmes, he did a little YouTube skip, but a video that was posted on Twitter. I'm sure it's posted on YouTube. I didn't check. But it's talking about Inside the Den. And he's taking questions or tweets or whatever from people that are really upset with Inside the Den that was not played last year and upset with him as general manager. So he's taking the questions. We've seen this bit before on multiple people doing this. And there's going to be an Inside the Den this year. Yay. We love Inside the Den. Did miss it last year. Inside the Den is like a Hard Knocks, if not better. They do a phenomenal job over there. I cannot wait to see Inside the Den. It's going to be great. It's going to be glorious. If you have not seen it, they post it on YouTube. And it is usually, it could be 30 minutes or an hour. I've seen 1 hour and a half. Where it's literally just going to the draft and behind the scenes, and you really get a taste and a sense of what this team, the general manager, Brad Holmes, and Dan Campbell, and everybody think about the process of these players in the draft. This is a controversial draft. A lot of people think it was a bore of a draft. It was not the good ones. It was not the players that they want or the players that I want, whatever. Now we get to see the inside scoop. And this is the type of stuff I really like to enjoy because you get to see the reactions, how they operate during the draft, in the offseason to get this team better. It's something that's really, really cool to watch. So make sure you hit that notification bell and you don't miss out on these videos. Why is that? Because you don't want to miss out. Let's go ahead and jump into Lions free agents. They signed 3 guys over this past rookie minicamp. Raekwon Williams, defensive line. Malik Taylor, wide receiver. Luke Deal, tight end. Now, Malik Taylor, he's got a lot of stats. He did in 2023. He had 2 receptions for 13 yards, an average of 6.5. I expect him to not even close to make the team. Raekwon Williams, I think he had 1 tackle. Look, he's a big body in the interior, but I got to keep it a buck. He can't body. He ain't going nowhere. And Luke Deal, tight end, signed him up. Now, the tight end room is quite interesting. I think there is a battle for that final spot. Maybe one of these guys can get in there, but I got to keep it a buck. Luke Deal, I have can't body. I want to make a team. I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on these guys because it seems kind of pointless unless they show up or blow up in preseason or in training camp. We're probably going to see these guys play, the final 15 minutes of preseason. That would potentially be it, right? These are guys that are the camp bodies. They're holding the fort down for the rest of the guys. So I don't think that this is a big deal at all. And I figure just doing about a 1 minute and 30 second segment on these players is good enough. Don't need to break it all down because I just don't feel like it. It's kind of pointless. I don't think they're going to make a team at all. I think it's more of a camp body that could be getting released anytime. One of those deals there. So with this video, schedule release, I cannot wait for tomorrow. So we're going to have the videos dropping as soon as we know what the schedule is. We'll break that all down tomorrow. I'll have my schedule release video reaction. So get ready for that one tomorrow. With that said, folks, adios.